Hi, I'm here today with Liz Rosilli, and she is the ambassador for the North Carolina chapter of BIG, Believe, Inspire, Grow. Liz, tell us a little bit about BIG and what it is.
So Big is a women's empowerment group. It's very different from networking group because it's really there to support women as a whole. So women tend to be the ones to take care of their entire family and have a lot of different aspects of their life they have to worry about and take care of. So Big really incorporates all of those things into one platform. So there are topics on money, there are topics on health, on wellness, on family, and of course on business too. So it's more than just a networking event. It's a place where you can go and you can be vulnerable and say, you know what, today I'm not having a great day. Today my kids won't leave me alone, or my business, I'm stuck in this part of my business. And the women of Big are there to support you. So they will be there to help you in any way that you need, in any supportive way. Um, they will help to give you that guidance. They will be help to just be to supportive and listen sometimes. So I find that it you get to meet women on a different level than you do in just a networking group.
It's almost like a women's friendship group, isn't it?
It is, but the topics are, I mean, we have amazing, smart women in there that are everything from social media experts to money experts to coaches to help you on wellness. And then there's everything in between too. So
That's awesome.
it's kind of I think it's just something that women need, and they need to be able to be looked at as a complete person, not just trying to separate their business from their life, because we don't as women, we don't do that.
No, you're absolutely right. What made you come back to BIG after being gone for 5 years?
So in Big started in New Jersey by a woman named Tara Gilbar. She started it in her living room about 10 or 12 years ago. And I lived in New Jersey 5 years ago and had a business there that I didn't know anyone when I moved to New Jersey. So I had to really network to meet people. And so I found Big, and it was like I found my tribe. Like I went to a meeting and was like, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I need. And so 5 years ago, we left New Jersey and moved back to North Carolina. And leaving Big was the hardest part of leaving New Jersey, because I had made such amazing connections and met such wonderful women. And at the time, I couldn't start it here because I was moving, I was starting a new career, I was trying to get my family settled. And it was just too hard to bring it to North Carolina. So when everything went virtual during COVID, Big went virtual. And the day I got the message from Tara saying we're virtual, I was like, I'm in. Like I'm ready. I'm going to bring this to North Carolina, and I was so excited to be able to now like have a way to bring this to North Carolina without it being overwhelming, since women didn't know anything about it now. So we
Right.
already have, in 2 months, we already have 15 members in North Carolina, and we're growing every day.
I know you touched on it a little bit earlier, but what do you enjoy the most about being a part of BIG? Is it the
Um,
camaraderie that you have with the women that are there?
yes, just every meeting. Right now, we are still virtual. So every meeting, I love that there's always breakout rooms. So you have a chance to get to meet 3 or 4 women in smaller groups and get to know them better and learn about what they're going through right now and about their businesses and what they need also. So I think it's just those relationships. And I think when you get to meet women on that level where you're talking about the struggles and talking about different parts of their life, you get to know them at at a deeper level. And so then that we even though you're just there to support each other, business happens because you now know women, you know these women on a deeper level, and they trust you and they know you, and they're going to want to support you, and they're going to want to do business with you too.
Right. I'm sure anyone that's going to watch this is going to want to know What does Big do to help you professionally and personally?
So there's a whole directory, and there are right now virtually there are 30 meetings a month, 30 to 40 meetings every month that are being held. And we are, because we're virtual, there are groups in New Jersey that are having their monthly meetings still, Connecticut. We have an ambassador in Spain, so there's European. There's people in Europe that are part of it, in Canada, and then all over the United States now. So we have meetings based on every topic from, like I said, from wellness to money to business and even to family.
As a Big member, can you go to any of the meetings?
So as a member, you have access to everything. And for our North Carolina members right now, we have a Zoom coffee twice a month, where we just get on and talk about whatever's going on in our life to get to know each other better. And I usually have about 8 or 9 women on that call. So our next one, we've decided to do a vision board, a Zoom vision board. So we're all going to do either an electronic vision board or get our magazines out and do a vision board together. We're planning some lunches and some like socially distanced walks also. So it's growing in North Carolina.
That was my next question was, what is your vision for Big in North Carolina?
So my vision is to have, so in New Jersey, what they're called pods, they're not called chapters, and they're called pods. And
Okay.
so you join your local pod, and then you can pod hop to any other meeting you want. So my vision is to have at least 3 to 5 pods in North Carolina in the Triangle that women can join their local pods. So if you live in Apex, you would join Apex, but then you can go and travel around to any other meetings monthly as you want to experience other flavors of other pods, to meet more women. I don't think it's about meeting just a small group of women and having to get to know them inside and out. It's about meeting those women every month, but then also who else can you meet? Who else can you help and support throughout the Triangle?
I agree. Well, let me ask you this. There are a lot of women networking groups out there. So what sets Big apart from the rest of the groups? I know you touched on it a little bit earlier, but what really makes Big different than all the other groups that are out there for women? Because there are a lot of them.
There are, and I have been involved with a lot of them in the Triangle. And I think what makes Big different is that you can be vulnerable. You can be your true self and be authentic and say if you do need that support, that the women, the women of Big are going to be there for you, and that this is like a tribe. So we are all connected, and that it deals with all different parts of life. So one day we could be talking about your hair and your shoes, and it's okay, because that's how they talk to each other, so it doesn't just have to be about business. It's about empowering women to be themselves and to support each other. And I just feel that it's more authentic than some of the other groups in the area, and that you can go to as many meetings as you want. So you're not limited to go to one meeting a month. You can go to as much as you want and be involved as much as you want to be involved. And there are speaking opportunities too in Big. So
That's great.
With 40 meetings, 30 to 40 meetings a month, there's a lot of content that needs to be provided. So
I would think so.
yeah.
Where else is Big?
So Big, like I said, was started in New Jersey. So it's very strong in New Jersey and Connecticut. But now we have pods in Northern California, Southern California, Texas, Atlanta just launched, and then Europe and Canada too. And the exciting news is this Friday, I am launching the North Carolina pod officially. So we're having a Zoom meeting on Friday at 1:00. And if anyone wants to come, I will put the link in the chat after we share this, and people can come to the launch, even not being a member, and just kind of see what it's all about and check it out for themselves.
That sounds great. Well, everyone that's watching this, please reach out to Liz and check out Big and see what it's all about. I know I am. because there are so many groups that, you know, I want everybody, every woman wants to be a part of a group and feel that they're accepted. And today just happens to be Unity Day. So we all want to feel that inclusion and feel that it's a safe space for us. So it sounds like to me that's what Big is all about, is having that safe space to chat with other women about anything that, you know, we women like to talk about. So thank you for this interview, and we'll put the link for everybody to see. And I look forward to sharing this with everybody on social media.
Thank you.